At war. Ernie Pyle listening to a news report on war activities over the loudspeaker of a Navy transport carrying Marines to the invasion of Okinawa in 1945. Credit Bettman Archive/Getty Images. Image Ernie Pyle listening to a news report on war activities over the loudspeaker of a Navy transport carrying Marines to the invasion of Okinawa in 1945. Credit Bettman Archive/Getty Images. Most of the men in the first wave never stood a chance. In the pre-dawn darkness of June 6, 1944, thousands of American soldiers crawled down swaying cargo nets and thudded into steel landing craft bound for the Normandy coast. Their senses were soon choked with the smells of wet canvas gear, seawater and acrid clouds of powder from the huge naval guns firing just over their heads. As the landing craft drew close to shore, the deafening roar stopped, quickly replaced by German artillery rounds crashing into the water all around them. The flesh under the men's sea-soaked uniforms prickled. They waited, like trapped mice, barely daring to breathe. A blanket of smoke hid the heavily defended bluffs above the strip of sand codenamed Omaha Beach. Concentrated in concrete pillboxes, nearly 2,000 German defenders lay in wait. The landing ramps slapped down into the surf, and a catastrophic hail of gunfire erupted from the bluffs. The ensuing slaughter was merciless. Sign up for the weekly At War newsletter to receive stories about duty, conflict and consequence. But Allied troops kept landing, wave after wave, and by midday they had crossed the 300 yards of sandy killing ground, scaled the bluffs and overpowered the German defenses. By the end of the day, the beaches had been secured and the heaviest fighting had moved at least a mile inland. In the biggest and most complicated amphibious operation in military history, it wasn't bombs, artillery or tanks that overwhelmed the Germans, it was men, many of them boys, really, slogging up the beaches and crawling over the corpses of their friends that won the Allies a toehold at the western edge of Europe. Pyle was beloved by readers and service members alike for his coverage of the war through the eyes of the regular infantrymen on the front lines. Credit Bettman Archive/Getty Images. Image Pyle was beloved by readers and service members alike for his coverage of the war through the eyes of the regular infantrymen on the front lines. Credit Bettman Archive/Getty Images. That victory was a decisive leap toward defeating Hitler's Germany and winning the Second World War.